At 11:32 p.m. on a Tuesday in Austin, Texas, the lights at the Gigafactory don't turn off. They effectively never do. But inside the Project Redwood design studio, the atmosphere isn't just busy, it is suffocating. There is a number written on a whiteboard that terrifies the legacy automotive industry more than any regulation, more than any war, and more than any oil crisis. That number is $25,000. This is not a target. It is a death sentence for the internal combustion engine. But here is the mystery that Wall Street analysts are terrified to whisper. Why did Elon Musk purportedly try to kill this car in early 2024, only to suddenly resurrect it with an accelerated timeline just weeks later? The answer lies in a confidential supply chain shift involving a Chinese battery giant and a radical manufacturing process called Unboxed. By the end of this documentary, you will understand why the 2026 Model 2 is not just a car, it is a geopolitical weapon. Welcome to the deep dive. To understand the gravity of the Model 2, we must first dissect the current state of the American automotive empire. It is crumbling. In 2023, the average transaction price for a new vehicle in the United States hit $48,000. Interest rates effectively doubled the cost of financing. The middle class has been priced out of mobility. Enter the vacuum. Into this economic void stepped BYD, the Chinese juggernaut, with the Seagull, a $10,000 EV that, despite tariffs, signaled that the era of high-margin bloating was over. Ford CEO Jim Farley publicly stated that the Chinese are the main competition, not GM or Toyota. This set the stage for Tesla's Master Plan Part 3. Let's look at the engineering reality of what Tesla calls the next-gen platform. This is not a shrunken Model Y. If you take a Model 3 and shrink it, you save perhaps 10% on cost. Musk needs to save 50%. How? The Unboxed process. In traditional auto manufacturing established by Henry Ford and refined by Toyota, you build a rectangular metal unibody, dip the entire thing in paint, and then human workers awkwardly crawl inside to install seats, wiring, and dashboards. It is slow, it is expensive, and it limits density. The Model 2 changes this. The car is built in separate subassemblies, front, rear, floor, sides, simultaneously. They are painted independently. Then, in a final moment of assembly, they are snapped together like a giant Lego set. This eliminates the massive, toxic, and expensive paint shop bottlenecks that dictate the speed of every car factory on Earth. But wait, there is a discrepancy in the timeline. In April 2024, Reuters reported that Tesla had scrapped the $25,000 car to focus entirely on the robotaxi.
Musk immediately posted on X that Reuters is lying, yet the stock plummeted. Why the confusion? Here is the nuance that the mainstream media missed. The Model 2 and the robotaxi are mechanically identical. They share the same chassis, the same high-voltage architecture, and the same powertrain. The difference is a steering wheel and pedals. The pivot wasn't a cancellation, it was a prioritization of the autonomous software stack. However, the market reality forced Musk's hand. During the Q1 2024 earnings call, the narrative shifted back. Management confirmed they were accelerating the launch of new vehicles, including more affordable models, utilizing aspects of the next-gen platform, but, and this is critical, producible on current manufacturing lines. Why does that distinction matter? Because building a new unboxed factory in Mexico or Austin takes 3 years. Tweaking the existing Model Y lines to build a simplified, cheaper architecture takes 12 months. This is how we get a 2025 or early 2026 release. Let's talk about the heart of the machine, the 4680 battery cell. The economics of the Model 2 rely entirely on the dry coating electrode process. Traditional battery manufacturing uses a wet slurry that must be dried in massive ovens, consuming strictly massive amounts of energy and floor space. The dry process, acquired from Maxwell Technologies, skips the liquid phase. It is the holy grail of battery tech. For years, Tesla struggled to yield this at volume. However, recent drone footage and hiring ramps at Giga Texas suggest they have cracked the code for the cathode production. If they have, the cost per kilowatt hour drops below $100. At that price point, a gasoline engine is mathematically obsolete. A combustion engine has thousands of moving parts. The Model 2 powertrain has 17. We must also address the FSD, full self-driving, component. The Model 2 will ship with Hardware 4, potentially Hardware 5 by late 2026. This is an AI inference computer that rivals data centers from 5 years ago, sitting in the glove box. Why put a supercomputer in a budget car? Because the car is a Trojan horse. Musk does not intend to make his trillions selling $25,000 hatchbacks. The margin on the hardware is razor-thin. The verified strategy is high-margin software subscription. If the Model 2 achieves mass adoption, think Corolla numbers, millions per year, it creates the world's largest distributed AI training fleet. Every mile driven by a Model 2 trains the neural net for the eventual robotaxi fleet. Let's look at the interior. Leaked schematics and supplier reports indicate a radical simplification. No stocks, no instrument cluster, a single central screen. The wiring harness, traditionally miles of copper weighing hundreds of pounds, is reduced to a 48-volt architecture backbone. This allows for thinner wires, less weight, and automated assembly. The Cybertruck was the pilot program for 48-volt. The Model 2 is the mass deployment. This transition alone kills the legacy supplier base. Companies that make 12-volt relays and thick copper harnesses have no place in this supply chain. But what about the geopolitical friction? The Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, in the US offers a $7,500 tax credit. For the Model 2 to qualify, the battery minerals cannot come from foreign entities of concern, primarily China. This is the bottleneck. Tesla has been lobbying furiously for clarification on these rules. If the Model 2 launches at $25,000 and gets the tax credit, the consumer price becomes $17,500. There is no used car that competes with that. There is no public transit pass that competes with that. It is total market saturation. However, the competition is not sleeping. In Europe, the Renault 5 and Volkswagen ID.2 are rushing to market. In China, the Xiaomi SU7 and BYD offerings are already superior in finish quality. Tesla's advantage is no longer the battery, it is the manufacturing speed and the software. Financial analysts from Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs have modeled the impact. They call it the Model 2 cycle. They predict it could double Tesla's annual revenue within 3 years of full ramp. But this assumes the ramp hell does not bankrupt the company again. Remember the Model 3 ramp? Musk called it production hell. The Model 2 ramp will be manufacturing purgatory because it integrates a new platform from old lines. Let's return to the mystery I opened with. Why the delay and then the sudden acceleration? Verified insider reports suggest that the initial plan to wait for the dedicated Unboxed factory in Mexico was deemed too slow given the interest rate pressure on Model 3 and Y sales. Tesla needed a growth story now. By hybridizing the manufacturing process using parts of the Unboxed tech on existing lines, they compromised on maximum theoretical efficiency to gain speed to market. They sacrificed margins for volume. This is a wartime move. We also need to discuss the material science. The Model 2 utilizes a massive rear casting, similar to the Model Y, but the alloy has been tweaked to remove heat treating steps. This gig alloy allows the casting to come out of the mold and cool without warping, saving millions in energy costs and hours in production time. Every second saved is $1 earned when you are targeting 5 million units a year. There is also the matter of the charging network.
The NACS, North American Charging Standard, victory is complete. Ford, GM, Rivian, they all capitulated. The Model 2 enters a world where every supercharger is a revenue generator, but also a potential congestion point. A flood of cheap Teslas could break the network. Tesla is countering this with V4 superchargers, capable of higher speeds and better cable management, currently rolling out across the US and Europe. So, what does the 2026 launch look like? Expect a reveal event in late 2024 or early 2025. Pre-orders will likely shatter the Cybertruck's record. But the real story isn't the car. It's the end of an era. When a superior electric vehicle costs less upfront than a Toyota Corolla, the economic argument for gasoline evaporates. It doesn't end with a ban. It ends with a bank account. The Model 2 is the final nail in the coffin of the Ice Age. As we look at the leaked renders and the patent filings for the steer-by-wire system, we see a vehicle designed not for the driving enthusiast, but for the spreadsheet. It is an appliance of maximum utility. It is the iPhone SE of the automotive world. And just like the iPhone, once you enter the ecosystem, you rarely leave. The open loop is finally closing. The internal leak regarding the timeline shift wasn't just corporate chaos. It was a calculated response to BYD's data. Tesla realized that if they waited until 2027 for the perfect factory, they would lose the market share war. The Model 2 you will see in 2026 is a hybrid of compromised timelines and absolute engineering brilliance. It is the product of desperation and dominance. And for the legacy automakers watching from Detroit, Germany, and Japan, the message is clear. The buffer years are gone. The floor has dropped out. It is adapt or die.